Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Linda from lindaspapercraft.co.uk and we are on week 2 of January 2024 coffee and card using the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set and punch, and this is the card we're going to make today. So this one, I used, the colour combination I used was Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather and Basic Grey, and I used the Basic Grey first and second generation stamping. So this is just inked and then stamped, and then this is inked and stamped off and then stamped. Okay, so but I thought that's a nice cool combination. I thought I'd try and go for a warmer combination, but I still wanted to stick with a neutral. So in this time I've used Early Espresso. Now I went onto Pinterest to find a colour combination that I liked with Early Espresso, and a lot of them were 2 neutrals and a colour, and I really wanted 2 colours. Anyway, I found this one. Let's see how it goes. Not one I'd choose myself normally. So we've got Early Espresso, Cajun Craze and Coastal Cabana, and I think I'm going to do the same, that I'm going to use the Early Espresso, both first and second generation stamping, and then I'll use these, perhaps this for the flowers and this for the hearts. Let's see how we go on. So in your kit you have got a small piece of basic white, normal basic white for your sentiment, and then you've got a piece that's 10 by 14.4 for the mat where we're going to do all the stamping, and then a thick basic white card base, which is just half a sheet of A4 paper folded in half again. So, which is the sort of standard card that fits in our standard envelope. Right, so the world is your oyster. Choose your colour, choose whatever you want. So right, pop that out of the way and let's get started. So do the sentiment last, I think. Right, so I'm going to show you how I did the randomish stamping around the sentiment. What I have in my stamp case, I'll just keep it with it, is one of the hexagons. It's the hexagon cut out. It's actually in Grapefruit Grove, I think. Yeah, but I can use that as a template. So what I'm going to do is pop that on my basic white, and I need a bit of a gap because I want sort of flowers all the way around. I don't want it all the way over here, so, but I do still want it sort of bottom and right. So I'm thinking roughly there. So, and I'm just going to lightly draw around that with a pencil. It doesn't have to be exact, as you can see, and I can rub that out when we've finished. So I'll keep that safe with the stamps. Right, so let's start with the long, this is the one with all the long leaves and then the flowers at the end, and I'm going to do these. I think this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp these ones off and then do these as full strength. So just going to grab a piece of scrap to do my stamping off on. Normally I'd do it on the grid paper, but you know, it makes it last. I don't like filming on a dirty on a stamped off grid paper, so we're just going to do that. And then I'm putting that sort of coming from the corner. I've got a new light. My lovely daughter bought it me for Christmas, but I keep knocking my head on it, so I need to, it's one of these ring lights, so I need to have another look at my setup a bit to see if I can arrange it better. So I've put those 2 fronds well into the hexagon, so there's not loads showing, but roughly coming from the same point. And then roughly opposite, I'm going to do the same again. So we're stamping off, and then I'm going to have that coming sort of out of there. And then we'll do the same again, stamping off, and then coming out this way again, roughly from the same point. There we go. So that's our leaves done. And then we're going to do this, but I think this block is a bit big for this stamp, so I'm just going to swap it over onto one of my tiny little squares. I think this is the A block. It is. It's a really useful little one. And then you're not going to wobble as much and you don't risk getting an edge. Don't ask me how I know. I think you probably know how I know. So, and I'm just going to, now on this one I did it a little bit too far, so I'm actually going to do it to the hexagon. But because this is such a small stamp, you don't want to put too much inside the hexagon because you're not going to be able to see it. And then just one at the bottom there. See, I've done it again, I've floated it way away. And then we're just going to put a couple over here. And excuse me. Oh, this light is getting in the way. Yeah, we are going to be looking at this setup again. Right. Okay, champagne problems as ever. Okay, so I think I'm going to do my flowers. So there's a little dinky flower stamp, and then there's a little dinky heart stamp, which I'm going to put on this one. So, and I think I'm actually going to do my flowers in the Cajun craze. So I'm just going to scatter them around. So these, I've done some near, some in, some sort of half in the hexagon and some out. Like that. Isn't that, it stamps beautifully, this stamp. As ever, because it's Stampin' Up and they do. So I'm just randomly, I'm just going to take that one a little bit further out and then perhaps do one, just squeeze one in there. And then one, I'm going to put it nearer here so I can fit a heart in. Okay, I am liking those. And then we're going to come back with the coastal cabana for our hearts, as you do. Okay, so say the world's your oyster on this, you know, pick 3 of your favourite colours, or just pick one and then do like I did and do your Pinterest search and see if you can find a colour combination you like. Put that there. Put one over here. I think we need a little bit more colour over there, so I'm actually going to put one there this time. If you don't know where to put the next one, you've probably finished. I'm thinking sort of there, but well, maybe. I don't. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Now I'm going to stamp a sentiment and I'm going to stamp it on the other piece. So that's done now. So I am going to try and find my other piece. What have I done? There it is. Hiding under my notepad. So again, I'm going to go with Sincere Sympathy. There's lots of choice, and also this set has a sister set in the celebration called Heartfelt Hellos, which has got another load of sentiments that also fit in this set. So, right, so just going to stamp that. There we go. And then now, tip with the outside. As I said last week, don't smush it, because if you smush it, then the dots will blur, and you don't want blurry dots. So I am just going to ink this up with the Cajun Craze. I am going to line that up as best I can. And then I'm just going to pop it down. I'm going to give it time for the ink to transfer, but I am just softly pressing down. I am not smudging it, because if you smoosh it, you get this. It's not terribly clear on this one, but these were sort of long and smudged. There we go. Beautiful dots. Okay. And then it is just simply a case of putting everything together. So as with all our punches, punch from the bottom so you can see what you're doing. And what I do is I line it up where I think I want it. Hold it in place. If I'm happy with it, then you punch and you get a perfect sentiment. Okay. Now I'm going to get my rubber out. Oh, there it is. Already out. And I'm just going to gently rub out this line. Again. Now just get that off. There we are. Okay. So, and then we're going to get our card base, which is another piece of thick basic white. And I'm going to get my glue and glue this to the front. And then there we go. That's that. And then I'm getting my dimensionals. And I'm just going to put 4 on the back. So we do have a Facebook page, Linda's Papercrafters. So you do need to apply to be on it. But if you send me a request, I will add you to it. And you can share with me all the colour combinations you've used in these cards. I'd be very interested to see what you've done. Last one. And then I'm just going to pop that and just line it up with my stamping without dropping it. Yep, I think we're there. And there we are. So 2 different colourways. I think this has worked out really well. I'm really pleased with both of these. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and take care, and I will see you all next week. Bye.